My name is Jessa. I'm 21 years old, and I want to share an experience that still haunts me. It happened in Bohol when I visited my Lola during summer vacation. I thought it would be peaceful, a break from city life. But what I found was a truth I can never forget. Lola's house stood on the edge of a small barangay, surrounded by coconut trees and bamboo groves. It was old and wooden, the kind that groaned with every step. During the day, it felt warm, filled with the smell of her cooking. But once night came, silence pressed in, heavy and watchful. On my first evening, Lola gave me warnings. Don't go outside after dark. Don't sleep with open windows. And keep this garlic near your bed. She handed me a few cloves wrapped in cloth. I laughed nervously. Lola, I'm too old to be scared of monsters. Her gaze stayed firm. Belief is not needed for them to exist. I shrugged it off. The first 2 nights were quiet, but on the third I woke to a sound. Flap, 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 heavy, deliberate, like giant wings slicing the night. My heart quickened. Then came scratching, long, sharp claws dragging across the roof. I told myself it was just an animal, but curiosity pulled me to the window. I pushed the curtain aside and froze. A woman hovered in the moonlight, her upper body human but twisted, her lower half gone, entrails dangling. Huge leathery wings spread from her back, flapping slowly. Her long, tangled hair whipped around her face as her glowing red eyes scanned the air. It was a Manananggal. I stumbled back, slamming the window shut. My hands shook as I dove under the blanket, clutching the rosary Lola had left on my bed. The scratching grew louder. Then, chillingly, a voice floated in. Jessa, it was my mother's voice. Gentle, familiar. Tears stung my eyes. For a moment, I almost believed it. But Lola's warning echoed in my head. They will call your name with the voice of someone you love. I stayed silent. Jessa, the voice coaxed again. Open the window, it's me. When I didn't answer, the sweetness slipped away. A hiss followed, low and guttural. Claws scraped harder against the wood, making the window shudder. Suddenly, my bedroom door opened. I nearly screamed, but it was Lola. She held a bowl of ashes and a crucifix. Without a word, she flung the ashes at the window and began to pray. A screech tore through the night, so sharp it rattled the walls. Through the gaps in the wood, I saw the creature recoil, wings thrashing before she fled into the trees. For minutes, I could still hear the flapping until silence returned. Lola sat beside me, her hand firm on mine. I told you, Apo, they are real, and they are always hungry. At dawn, I stepped outside. Deep scratches marred the roof, long and jagged. Proof it hadn't been a dream. Over breakfast, Lola explained. The Manananggal leaves her lower body hidden. If someone finds it and sprinkles salt or ash, she cannot reattach before sunrise. That's how you kill her. But searching is dangerous. Better to stay inside. That night, we prepared. Garlic by the windows, bowls of salt at the doors, candles by the icons. Still, dread settled in me as darkness fell. Around midnight, the wings returned, louder, angrier. The roof groaned under her weight. Scratching crept along the walls. Through a gap, I saw her eyes again, glowing red, fixed on me. Then a long, slimy tongue slid through the crack, writhing like a snake. My stomach churned. I screamed, but Lola pulled me back, raising her crucifix high. Her voice shook the air as she prayed, her words steady even as the creature hissed. She hurled another handful of ashes. A shriek ripped through the night. The tongue recoiled, and the Manananggal beat her wings furiously, circling the house before vanishing into the distance. By morning, new scratches scarred the roof deeper than before. I knew then that she had been desperate to get in. That was my last night in Bohol. By the weekend, I returned to the city, shaken but alive. I hugged Lola tightly. She only said, "Now you know, Apo. The stories are not just tales, they are warnings. Back in the city, life looks normal. But sometimes late at night, I wake to a sound. A slow, heavy flap. Flap, flap. Maybe it's only in my mind, maybe not. All I know is the Manananggal is real, and I will never again laugh at the stories my Lola told me.